Hello, friends. Today we have an interesting topic. It's time to understand why you are your biggest critic. You can be criticized by a stranger, parent, neighbor, friend, but no one criticizes you like you criticize yourself. Now you will understand why you are your own biggest critic. We will analyze 15 cumulative reasons why this happens, and this will free you from harsh criticism of yourself. Let's get started. 1. Criticism in childhood or tough upbringing. If a person has been constantly criticized by adults, parents, teachers, since childhood, he or she learns to see himself or herself through the prism of I always do something wrong. 2. Inner critic as a defense mechanism. Self-criticism is sometimes formed as a way to avoid criticism from the outside. I'd rather tell myself than have someone else do it. 3. Perfectionism and excessive expectations of oneself. A person believes that he or she should be perfect. Even a minimal mistake is a failure. This leads to a rigid self-esteem. 4. Comparing oneself to others. Social networks, culture of achievement, advertising of the perfect life, all this simulates comparisons that lead to self-criticism. 5. Low self-esteem and feelings of inferiority. When a person deeply believes that he or she is not good enough, every step is accompanied by thoughts, this is not for me, I am not worthy. 6. Traumatic past experiences. Shame, rejection, ridicule, all this can leave a mark in the mind, and now a person constantly judges himself or herself because he or she was once judged. 7. Fear of failure or fear of making a mistake. To avoid the pain of failure, a person begins to criticize himself, herself in advance. As a kind of warning, don't try, you won't succeed anyway. 8. False belief that self-criticism helps to change. Beliefs multiply. If I am strict with myself, I will become better. In practice, this only paralyzes. 9. Inner strict parent, according to the theory of Eric Berne. This is a psychological pattern when the inner voice copies a strict parent or other authoritative person who criticized you in the past. 10. Fear that without criticism I will lose control of myself. Some people believe that without a tough self-esteem, she will start to be lazy, despise themselves, and fall down. 11. Emotional inability to accept oneself as one is. Instead of empathy for oneself, a person chooses criticism because it is necessary, it will be better for me. 12. Focusing on mistakes instead of achievements. People who criticize themselves often focus on one failure, ignoring dozens of successes. This is how they form a false vision of themselves. 13. Inability to forgive yourself. Forgiveness requires self-love. If you don't have it, you hold on to the past and constantly beat yourself up. 14. Believing that if I am kind to myself, I will break down. This is a false belief that being hard on yourself is the only way to grow. In fact, true growth begins with empathy for oneself. 15. Lack of external support. If the environment does not support, praise, or validate you, you compensate with self-criticism, trying to find internal support. Now you understand why this happens. Read and listen to these reasons a few more times and days. For your convenience, I have added them to the description of this video. Someone will criticize you, but not as much as you criticized yourself before. Now you will be kinder and fairer to yourself. You will understand yourself better and your actions. And it will be easier for you to be alone with yourself, because you will be with your honest, fair friend, not with your cruel critic. Subscribe, like, comment. It's not hard for you, and it's a pleasure for me. Have a great day.